Okay, so here's a scenario. Say you're going to buy a house, you know that interest rates are going up and you find the perfect place, you ratify a contract. But then what happens if rates go up again? It seems like, we never know what's going to happen. Maybe they'll go up, maybe they'll go down. So today's question I'm going to answer is what happens if interest rates go up or down while you're under contract? And the first thing I think is important to keep in mind is that rates are always changing. They do change on a daily basis. So when you're looking at homes, it's important that you're in constant communication with your lender, getting updates on what rates are to make sure you don't get under contract for a home that you can't afford. The second thing is that once you ratify a contract on a home, you're going to want to lock in your interest rate quickly. Your lender can give you guidance or advice, like maybe the day you ratify is not the best day, maybe they think the next day will be better, that's fine. But you're going to want to lock in your interest rate so that you have consistency. Once you lock in your interest rate, you are guaranteed to get that interest rate for whatever period of time your interest rate lock is for. And then the third thing to keep in mind is that some lenders will offer a float down option so that if your interest rate goes down while you're under contract, you would then have the possibility of getting a newer, lower interest rate. The area where we see interest rate locks and interest rates being most challenging to predict is in new construction, because that's where a buyer might be under contract for several months. Usually interest rate lock extensions are only good for 45 to 60 days. And so in those cases, we usually recommend a buyer not lock in their interest rate until they have a settlement date. But in our currently constantly changing environment, it can be hard to predict what rates will be. So buyers, you do have options. It's not something to be too concerned about. As long as you're comfortable with the rate that you are quoted when you make your offer and you can lock that rate in, that rate will be guaranteed, and that's kind of your protection.